that was just launch control in this 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. So I've always really liked the Grand Cherokee. I've been in a lot of different ones, ranging from an Overland model to the Summit, which has the really nice luxury interior, to a couple SRTs. And obviously, the SRT has been my favorite. It's the most badass version out there. So it has a 6.4-liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8. It makes 475 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it has all-wheel drive. It's not a light vehicle. It's a large SUV, Grand Cherokee, and its curb weight somewhere in the 5,400 pound range, but it's quick. I mean, I just had launch control back there with all-wheel drive. It hooks and you go. 8-speed automatic transmission shifts very swiftly, smoothly. It's a great transmission. And I mean, I think 0 to 60 has been recorded somewhere in the low 4-second range. This thing is quick, it hauls. And as I've said before, something about a larger vehicle with a higher center of gravity and higher curb weight, when they're fast, they almost give the illusion and feeling of being even faster, because you can feel all that weight and momentum shifting back, and you just go and barrel off and go. Driving wise, the Grand Cherokee is really nice. Even if you're not in an SRT version, it's a very enjoyable luxury SUV. I mean, they handle well, they do well, even the regular versions, but specifically the SRT. It handles deceptively nicely. Obviously, you have a higher center of gravity, but you don't feel like you're lumbering around in this massive vehicle. The steering is not the most communicative, given the fact that it is a big SUV still, but it's pretty good. It rides really nicely too when you're in automatic mode. If you put it into full track mode, it does firm up. Throttle response sharpens, the steering gets a little bit heavier, but the ride does get noticeably worse. I usually would leave it in auto, and cruising around, it's comfortable. I really do want to talk about just the overall feeling of driving this vehicle in a bit, but let's get some rest of the numbers out of the way. We've gone through powertrain, the horsepower. We'll talk about price in a little bit. Actually, yeah. So, performance-wise, it's pretty badass. It does put a big smile on your face when you're going at it. It's got a big naturally aspirated V8, and it sounds good. It looks really badass. Let's talk about exterior design. Every Grand Cherokee, I think, is one of the best looking SUVs in this segment, especially once they get higher option with the upgraded wheels, nice LED daytime running lights. The mid-cycle refresh for the exterior styling of 2017 really increased the aggression. And when an SRT goes by, you know it's the most badass one. It's got the big bulging hood of the vents, the front fascia is more aggressive, it's got the black wheels, upgraded larger wheels, the big brakes, the twin exhaust pipes out back. In all black, this thing does look mean rolling down the road. I think it really does look nicely. One caveat I've noticed is the Grand Cherokee SRT and the Trackhawk are really hard to tell the differences between the two. They're so subtle. I kind of wish they had made the Trackhawk even more extreme. There have been a lot of times where something's rolled by, I'm like, oh look, nice SRT. Oh wait, no, it's a Grand Trackhawk. Or I thought it's a Trackhawk and it actually was just a regular SRT. There really isn't much differentiation, which I think is, I guess, good for the regular SRT. Either way, I think this thing looks badass. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's the perfect size for a large SUV. And once you get to the interior, it's so nice. The first time I got in one, I think I went and test drove one at a dealership. I was still in college, and I got in the car. It had the upgraded, like, the brown, it was red exterior with the tan saddle colored Napa leather interior, and I was like, what? This is like a luxury German vehicle. This one here is more sporty. It's got black leather with the Alcantara. It's got the red seat belts, but it is very nice. The touches with carbon fiber, the nice brushed aluminum type of finish, the leather. This interior is, the quality and everything, I think, is very nice. And it has all the toys you would want. Parking assist. I mean, it's got the lane keep assist from a safety aspect. It's got your cameras. You do get heated and cooled seats. I'm currently getting my seat cooled. You get heated steering wheel. And overall, it honestly does feel on par with like a German luxury SUV that costs a good 20, 30, 40 grand more than this vehicle. And I'm dead serious. I really think this would be a great daily driver for someone who wants an SUV. If you don't care as much about the brand, like an X5M is $125,000, which they're somewhere around there. They're really, really nice, but this really does bring a lot to the table for less money. So don't scoff at me when I tell you the Grand Cherokee interior is really nice, especially in this SRT. If you take a look at the Uconnect screen, I think Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram has got this figured out really well. It's been working well for many years. Initially, the more square aspect ratio kind of threw me off, but it responds very quickly. You go through climate, you can go through your performance. I usually leave it on the performance page when I'm in something like this. You can have like timers for 0 to 60 and stuff like that. And like as I showed at the beginning of the video, it has launch control, and it just hooks and goes. This thing is a lot of fun to drive. You have the SUV capabilities where it can still have ground clearance and take off-road ass stuff, and like it'll survive in the snow. But obviously, as the SRT version, this one is the more like sporty, road-oriented version. Regardless, like, it puts a big grin on your face. You could feel like you keep up with like a Challenger RT, or you could run alongside a Mustang GT without a problem. The overall driving experience is hilarious. It's awesome. I really do like it. You have multiple drive modes too. Auto, you can just leave it there. You go sport. Full on track is the most aggressive. Snow and tow mode. And then there's a big button with like the lights for launch control. I just can't get over the fact that this SUV has launch control. It's awesome. Direct competitors. There really aren't a ton at this price point. If you think about it, a Ford Explorer Sport is a joke compared to this. I wouldn't even think about cross-shopping the two. Chevy, imagine a Traverse. There's nothing, I don't think of anything in that space there. So you're pretty much going up to the Germans, which cost a lot more. You want an AMG or an X5M or a Cayenne, you're talking pretty much six-figure price levels. Now, this is not a cheap vehicle per se. They start at right under $70,000. You can option them into the mid-deep 70s. So that's a good amount for a Jeep Grand Cherokee, because you can also get a Grand Cherokee with like a 6-cylinder and it's cheap. But what you get with the SRT, I think it's worth it. From a value standpoint, it's almost unbeatable in this segment, because yeah, an X5M might be a little bit faster, have a little bit more luxury, has a heads-up display, and blah blah blah, the prestige. But it is a significant amount of money more than this. If you're on a budget and you want a badass SUV that has a lot of nice luxury tech features and also has a big ass V8 that you can make really fast, sound really awesome, and when you floor it, it puts a smile on your face, look no further than the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. There are several generations of them out there. You can get used ones that are more affordable. If you want to go even more crazy, top of the line, go get yourself a Trackhawk, which I want to experience one, because I really like this. So this plus another 200 horsepower, I wouldn't say no to that, because I feel like that would be a lot of fun. Overall though, I mean, the SRT Grand Cherokee is something I think is awesome. If you're looking for something that has more of the sporty, less of the luxury, you need an SUV, get one of these. Practical, you got space, back seats are good, panoramic stuff. There aren't many things in this vehicle that I feel like I'm missing. It rides comfortably in automatic mode. It's fun enough to drive, has the practicality. It's an SUV. It's quick. I honestly don't really have many things to hate on the vehicle for. That's that. Great value. Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Like it a lot. This one is probably going to exhaust at some point, so that'll be fun. Make some videos of that. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching.